Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kenzie, and today we're going to be making another weekend recipe. Lately I just feel like I should make more recipes that don't include blending, because I feel like blending actually limits a lot of people since they don't tend to have blenders. For this recipe, we're going to be using milk powder. Of course, we know milk powder is really nice when it comes to gaining weight. We are also going to be using oats. Oats is actually the main ingredient for this recipe, so you can get your oats and get them ready. And then we're also going to use some honey. I actually use raw honey all the time, and then you can use a banana or you can use almonds. These are just for toppings of the recipe. And then I'm using dried fruits. These are dried raisins actually, and we're going to be using that for this recipe. You could use any other dried fruits you like, because this is just like a topping for the recipe. And then we're going to be using apple. You could use as much as you want or as less as you want, but for this recipe I'm using just a slice. Okay, just a slice is okay. So we're gonna take our bowl and then we're gonna mix it up really nice. We're gonna put our oats into the bowl. I'm using 5 spoons of the oats. You could use more, you could use less. It depends on the quantity you want actually, and how much you are willing to invest into your weight gain journey. So if you're just somebody that's on a budget but still trying to gain weight, this recipe is really nice for you. You could still do this, and if you're a student or you're somebody that's always on the go, you could easily just do this. Okay, so you're gonna warm the milk. You're gonna put some water into the milk powder, just some water to make it a little bit thick, and then you're gonna warm it up. You could use a kettle or a pot, whatever you want to use. Just warm up the milk. Okay, so you're gonna put the warmed milk into the oats, and then you're gonna cover it up for 6 minutes. And then you make sure you stir it before you cover it up, okay, so that all the oats are involved in the milk. This is really nice for gaining weight, and it's such an easy recipe that you could literally do this even if you're as busy as you could. Just really easily do this, and I thought to share this with you guys because it's an amazing and it tastes so nice. So the honey we're using is going to be the sugar for this recipe. You could use sugar if you don't have honey. You could use any other sweetener you desire, but for this recipe I'm using honey. So after 6 minutes you open it up and you can see the oats are soaked. Okay, so it is obvious that the warm milk actually soaked the oats. So after 6 minutes you now go ahead to add your toppings to it. So I'm going to take my banana and I'm going to put the banana over the oats. Okay, I'm going to leave the calories over the screen so you can see the calorie content and all of that, but I'm going to put the bananas over the oats. We're going to chop it all into the bowl. You could just do whatever styles you want. You could get creative with it. Okay, there's no limitations. And if you have access to other nuts like almond nuts, cashew nuts, you could also put that as a topping. Okay, so we're going to take the dried fruit and we're just going to sprinkle it around the bowl. So if you have any other toppings, feel free to go for it. You're trying to get as much calories as you need, as you can actually. And then we're going to take our honey. I'm just taking a big spoon of that, and then we're going to just pour it around as well. You could add more honey if it's not sweet to your taste. Just add it to taste, okay, or you can use another sweetener like I said. But if you're using sugar, you need to mix it with the milk or with the oats, okay, so that when you're putting the toppings, you don't, anyhow you want to do it, just make sure that you enjoy it. Now I'm just adding my apples to the mixture as well. Gaining weight is something that is quite difficult and it requires some capital in a way, and I know these things are quite expensive, but you could just try out this recipe, guys. This is the finished look. This is what it looks like, and this is so delicious. You could add your almonds, your cashew nuts, whatever toppings you feel like you would have, or the toppings you feel like you can buy. You could just add that, okay? And that is it for this recipe. My name is Kenzie. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe and you like this video, and please you can share this video to someone who needs it as well. And if you're an older return subscriber, I love you all so much, and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye.